Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about my top newborn picks. Obviously, I do not have a newborn yet. I don't know when you're seeing this, so I could potentially have a newborn when you see this. Saying that is really crazy. Check Instagram for all of the latest updates if I haven't posted an announcement of the baby's birth, and I don't know. If you want to follow real-time updates, follow my Instagram if you want to know when the baby's born. But as of right now, I'm 34 weeks pregnant, and I'm pre-recording some different videos for you guys, one of which is this one. It is my top newborn picks, and even though I don't have a newborn, there are some things that I did like tons of research on, well, kind of everything I did tons of research on, and wanted to really like make my registry smart when I was registering for things. I didn't want a ton of stuff that we're not going to use. So I really wanted to give you guys kind of like my top 10 things. This might be like a couple more than 10. I think might be like 11 or 12, but kind of my top things for newborns that I am most excited about, things that I did a lot of research on and that I thought we really needed, which is why we registered for them and why we registered for them, what we're going to use them for, all that good stuff. So this is just chock full of things that I'm really excited about. I think we're going to use a lot, get a lot of use out of, think hopefully she's really going to like, and then I will do an updated video once she's born and we know. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, we are getting so close to when she's going to be coming. Oh my gosh, so nuts. Okay, so the first thing, probably the thing that I was most excited about registering for and getting was the SnuggleMe Organic. So I did a ton of research on whether I wanted the SnuggleMe Organic or the DockATot. I decided on the SnuggleMe Organic for a couple reasons. The first one is that by far I found that this seemed to be the best for newborns. It is like smaller and the padding's thicker, so it hugs them better in it, and it just seemed like safer for me, like to have them not rolling over in it. The DockATot can be like really big and it's really great. A lot of people really love it, but it just seems like too big for a newborn. So maybe would we use that when she's like 3 to 6 months? Maybe we would use that. But the SnuggleMe also came out, it just came out with the SnuggleMe Toddler. And so I'm kind of like eyeing that one if she loves the SnuggleMe Organic. I just think this one is more snuggly, more like that portable crib kind of like hugging feel that you want with a newborn, and like why they like it because it feels like compact and tight, like that kind of like swaddle feeling. And so I really, really, really wanted the SnuggleMe Organic. I also think it's like $75 cheaper than the DockATot. I gotta be honest, like the DockATot, like I still don't really understand how these are over $100. I feel like they should be like, you know, $90 or $80, something like that. They seem really expensive for just being like a lounger, both of them, but the SnuggleMe is cheaper, so that's a good thing to note. The DockATot I think is about $200, up to $250 if you get like the grand version, and the SnuggleMe is, I think it was like $125 on Amazon. I did get an extra cover for it, and I think that that's really essential because blowouts, spit ups, you want an extra cover that's clean so that you can then throw the one in the wash and then cover it back up and they can stay in it and you don't have to like be out a lounger, right? If you're gonna get it and buy it and spend $125 on it, spend it on and having an extra cover. And I just got one extra cover. If I find that like it's happening a lot, I mean, she'll be swaddled in it. I expect to like wash them obviously a lot, but not have to wash them like because of like blowouts. It's like she'll be swaddled in them or, you know, in an outfit in them. So I think it'll be okay with just 2 covers. So that was the first thing. The next thing, and this was like my mom's #1 recommendation and most moms' #1 recommendation to me, was a rock and play. And the rock and play is actually going to be a sleeper for her. We have 2 different versions of a sleeper, like a bassinet style situation. We did not get a bassinet. The reason we didn't get a bassinet is because we're going to be using the pack and play. Like I said, I didn't want a bunch of baby stuff that just like took up room and that we were only going to use for like 3 months. And we have the SnuggleMe lounger that she can sleep in if we want to co-sleep, which we're not planning to do. But we also have our pack and play, which we were always going to register for so that we can take her places and like set that up. And the pack and play has a bassinet and it has a changing station in it. So the pack and play is going to be set up in our bedroom to start. We will use a combination of, I'm planning to use a combination at least, of the bassinet and the pack and play and the rock and play as her sleeper. I know the rock and play that we have does say it's a sleeper, just FYI for people who are like really concerned about safety. Rock and play does say that it is a sleeping device. I know some people don't like that or don't agree with that. Totally fine, but I have heard that with colicky babies, with babies with a lot of gas or reflux, the rock and play can be an amazing sleeper. tight bassinet like through the night because it angles them, so it allows them to like not have as much reflux, not have as much gas buildup. And so we definitely, like, my sister-in-law swore by the Rock and Play. Both her kids had really bad reflux, and so she really loved it. So that was definitely on my list. My mom was like, the Rock and Play was a lifesaver with you guys. Like, we use the Rock and Play constantly. We did get an auto rocker. I think ours was $99, and I will have the exact ones that we registered for listed in the description bar for you guys, as well as like the picture up here that I'm putting up for you guys, or I might be doing video inserts. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go, how I'm gonna do it, but either way, you guys will be able to see it and then have the link, them linked below for you guys. So the Rock and Play was definitely a no-brainer. We were definitely going to do that, and I was really excited about the Rock and Play. The other thing with the Rock and Play is that, and why I wanted also like the SnuggleMe and the Pack and Play, is because they say sometimes that you can have a tough transition to the crib with a Rock and Play if you're using it as the sleeper, because they're angled, and so they get used to that like angling. So that's why we have the lounger, so that when, you know, she's out with me on the couch and I'm working, or like we're on the floor folding laundry or whatever we're doing, and she's like traveling with me, she can sleep flat in the SnuggleMe Organic and then angled in the Rock and Play. So she'll get a combination of both, and she won't feel, hopefully, like she just wants to sleep flat or just wants to sleep angled. I want to, like, you know, use a couple things. So that is the Rock and Play. Then I've already talked about this one, but the Pack and Play and chaining station with the bassinet that we got, that's going to be set up in our room. It does double duty. It has the bassinet in it, which is what we're going to need, which is why we didn't get a bassinet separately, because bassinets can be like $99 to $300. And I was like, this, we don't even know if she's going to like the bassinet. And what I heard from a lot of moms, I have like a Facebook group for moms. If you want to join it, I will have it linked below for you guys. What I heard from all of those moms was that it was 50-50 whether or not their baby even liked the bassinet. And so I was like, why would we plan on using that then and buying another one? We'll set the Pack and Play up. It'll be perfect because I'll be able to change her in the room if I want. She'll be able to sleep in the bassinet in the room or the Rock and Play, or I can always go and like change her in her room if I want to feed her in her room in the chair in the nursery in the middle of the night. That's what we're going to be using with the Pack and Play, and why we got one with a built-in bassinet and chaining station. And it also has like a diaper wipe organizer on the outside, which is really amazing. You'll see it in the picture. And the bassinet also doubles as a bouncy chair. We did register for another bouncy chair because the Pack and Play bouncy chair is a little bit different, and I wanted like an auto rocker bouncy chair. So we have both now. So we do have double up on the bouncy chair, which I'll go ahead and talk about because it is on this list. Another thing I'm really excited about and was like very set on doing was a bouncy chair. These are really portable. It differs from the Rock and Play, which has like the rocking motion, and the bounce has like, the bouncy chair has the more of the bouncing motion. You probably don't need both, like absolutely have to have, especially if you're minimalist, you don't have to have both. But I had so many moms tell me that they used both a lot, and the bouncy chair is like a little smaller than the Rock and Play, and when they are like big enough that they can kick, they can bounce themselves in it. Ours is an auto bouncer, and I think it holds up to 21 pounds. I will have it, you know, linked for you guys so you guys can double check on that. But I wanted to get a bouncy chair that would last a little bit longer than some of the other bouncy chairs, because there are some bouncy chairs that like they'll grow out of them by 2 or 3 months. So I wanted to get one that would last a little bit longer. But I'm really excited about the bouncy chair. I too have seen both my nieces use it and love it. For my sister-in-law, they like love the bouncy chair, and you can bring it kind of outside, and like just it's really portable around the house. So I love that. And it is smaller than the Rock and Play. And it is a different motion. It's like that bouncy motion, and it has like a thing with like hanging things that they can kind of play with and bat around and hit, you know, and kick and things like that, whereas the Rock and Play doesn't have that. So it's a little bit different sensory wise and things like that. So the bouncy chair, definitely. Oh, that was actually the next item on my list. Look at that. It's like, I'm a genius. My next item are Swaddles and Swaddle sleep sacks. So Swaddles, I like, first of all, think like Swaddles, like muslin swaddles and like swaddle blankets, like big swaddle blankets are so cute. But I have heard just newborns will live in those swaddles. And I've watched tutorials on how to swaddle and swaddle with just a blanket without having, you know, like anything on but the diaper. And I just have heard that works really well. And newborns like to be swaddled. It feels like the womb. It feels like, you know, they're being hugged, and so they really like that. So Swaddles were definitely on my list, really high. Swaddle blankets, and then also Swaddle sleep sacks. The really easy ones that you can kind of Velcro. My sister-in-law swears by the Halo sleep sacks. We got a couple more of the Aiden. We got a bunch of, not a bunch, but like 4, I think, 2 fleece, 2 cotton of the Halo sleep sack Swaddles in newborn and 0 to 3 months combo sizes. And then we did get a couple of the Aiden and Anais, and I have no idea if that's how you say that. You guys, have never looked up how you say it, but we got a couple of those as well because those look like super easy. They're a little bit more fitted, and I did register for the Ollie Swaddle. I'm not gonna buy it yet. We did not receive that, so I'm not gonna buy that one yet because I don't know if we'll need it. If she likes the Aiden and Anais ones, if she likes the Halo sleep sacks, then we won't need them, but I've heard the Ollie Swaddle is really, really, really good. It is $65, so I haven't picked that up yet. I'm just gonna keep that in my Amazon cart. And then if we need it, if she's not liking the other Swaddles, or if we need something else, we can pick that up. But Halo sleep sacks and sleep sack Swaddles with kind of the Velcro over them, and then the Aiden and Nice ones are the ones that we went with for Swaddle sleep sacks. And then for regular Swaddles, I registered for a bunch of different ones at Target. People got us different ones from other places. They're just like, you know, really easy Swaddle blankets. Lulu and Company I've been looking at, and Little Miss Dessa are 2 like Instagram companies. I think they're like Etsy, they're not Etsy shops, but they're like small owned businesses that make ridiculously cute Swaddle sets and things like that. So I've been eyeing those, and I'm gonna pick up a couple different ones for when she's born. So that's another good one. Something that we registered for that I'm really excited about. I'm probably like too excited about this, that we ended up receiving from one of my good friends, Emma, who was actually in my wedding, is all the full collection of the Winnie the Pooh books, the full series. It is like a box set. It's like this big. You'll see it in the nursery tour, and if that tour is already up, I will link it below for you guys. But it's 30 books, and they're like small books, but they're like, and they're not really thick, but it tells the full story of the series, and I'm just really excited about that. I'm excited to read them. I'm excited to just like have that. I think it's really sweet. I mean, I love reading. My husband and I are both huge readers, and she gets read to a lot already. She definitely will when she gets here, and I thought those are fun to read because a lot of little kids' books can get, like, they're great, but they can get like really redundant and you read them over and over again. And so I thought it would be fun to have the Winnie the Pooh series, and I'm just really excited. That was just kind of like a mama wanted that for her, so I'm really excited about that. So my next item are Tomo bottles. So I have heard really good things about these bottles. They're very similar to like nipples apparently. Like they're supposed to be very similar to the breast, and they are very easy to clean. That's why people really love them. I know people love the Dr. Brown's bottles. We have 2 Dr. Brown's bottles. We have 4 Advent bottles because we got all those for free when we registered like at different places, and other companies like sent them to us and things like that. In like promotional stuff, so we kept those, but I have 4 Tomo 5-ounce bottles. Now I'm gonna see, we have 3 different kinds, so I'll see which one she likes best, which is why I didn't buy any of the huge ones. But the reason why I really like these is because it's supposed to very much mimic the feel of the breast, the flow of the milk from the breast, and they're supposed to be, they're really easy to clean. Like if you look at these bottles, they look super easy to clean. They're really aesthetically pleasing, but that doesn't really matter. It's whether or not they like the bottle. Every baby likes a different bottle is what I've heard, but I was really excited about these because from what I've read, there are very few babies that don't like these bottles. So I don't know if they're more expensive than normal bottles, but I think for a pack of 2 5-ounce bottles, it was $23. So you can judge that based on the bottles that you bought. I obviously am very new to this, but I do, you know, they're not like bottles, these bottles weren't cheap. They're like $11 a piece essentially. So those bottles I'm really, really excited about though, and we do have those. A lot of people use the Boppy for breastfeeding, and we do have a Boppy. We did register for a Boppy kind of last minute, thinking nobody would buy it for us. They ended up buying it for us, and I registered for it because nobody had gotten us the My Breast Friend pillow, which is totally fine. I was going to get it anyway, but a lot of people use the Boppy for feeding, but I did a lot of research, and this pillow called My Breast Friend was apparently like the best breastfeeding pillow. It puts them in the right position. It clips around you so you can sit it up exactly where you need it to be on your stomach, so the baby can be positioned right without like straining your back or hunching over. So I bought us the My Breast Friend pillow, and we also have a Boppy, and the Boppy can be used for like, you know, helping them learn to sit up. It can be used as a lounger, so we'll have that as well. So we're gonna keep that too, but the one item that I'm more excited about than the Boppy is the My Breast Friend pillow, and my sister-in-law really loves that one. One uses the Boppy and one uses the My Breast Friend, and they both really like them, but the My Breast Friend just seemed like a little bit better to me in terms of reviews, and people are really loving it now. But I know the Boppy is like tried and true, been around for a really long time, and people love that too. So we'll try both of them. I have them, but I'm really excited about the My Breast Friend pillow. It has a really cool shape. The clicking like snap closure behind you is really neat because it allows you to position it perfectly for wherever your height needs to be with your baby to breastfeed easier. And yeah, so that is on my list for newborn must-haves. Ooh, then baby like Shusher sound machine is like white noise machine. Everybody says you have to have with a newborn. So I did a ton of research, and like everywhere I found said get the baby Shusher. And it is literally like a little device. It's orange and white, and you turn it and it just is like shh, shh. That's all it does is the baby Shusher. I think it was $31 or $29, something like that. And you can set it, it has a timer, so you set it to 15 minutes or 30 minutes, and it will go that long and then automatically shut off. And it is like the easiest machine to work in the entire world. You can like set it next to them. Apparently it's amazing and it works so well. Easy to change the batteries. Ours just came in the other day and I'm really excited about it. It is the only white noise machine that we bought. Somebody did send us like this elephant that's really cute that has like a star kind of light machine, and then it has lullabies and I think some white noise too, but I want to just try this. Like I said, I don't want like a bunch of the same kind of thing, so we didn't buy 18 bottles. Like we're gonna see if she likes these bottles, and then you know the Tomo ones, and then or the Advent ones or the Dr. Brown's, and then get more as we need them. But with the baby Shusher, I didn't want 5 white noise machines like that. I don't want that. I wanted one. So the baby Shusher is what we went with, and I'm really excited about it. It sounds good. I mean, literally, like, I don't know why babies love that sound so much, that shh sound, but they do. Like, I watch my nieces, like, need that, and babies, well, like, on Instagram, or babies just, it helps them sleep. I don't know. So we have our baby Shusher, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, I have 2 more things. I have no idea how many things I've gone over so far, but I have 2 more things. The Arlo baby cam. I went through a lot of stress picking out our baby monitor because I did not know which one to get. There, honestly, I thought for sure there would be just a #1 pick, that somebody would have done all the research for me and they would have said like, this is the baby cam that you need, this is the best one, it's got the best technology, but that is not the case at all. In fact, I felt like the baby monitor and the baby cam market like really was lacking. Like I felt like they needed more, like they needed to upgrade the technology. Then I found the Arlo baby cam. And this is why I'm really excited about it, and this is why we went with it, and we love it. So far, we've been testing it. It's already up and running, even though she's not going to be in her nursery for a little while. So it is a Wi-Fi based cam. So we have an iPad, which is what we'll keep next to the bed as our monitor. But you can also set it up on your phone and check it from literally anywhere. So if we were here, if she was here and we were in Minneapolis, we'd be able to check it. If she was here and we were in Duluth, Minnesota, we'd be able to check it. If we were in Chicago, West Virginia, and she was here, which that wouldn't, why? But that won't happen. But anyway, we'd be able to check it. So Tim can check it from work. You can talk back and forth. It has built-in lullabies. It's got a built-in nightlight. It has different like animal ears and things. It has a really, really great night vision. It measures the humidity of the room, the temperature of the room, and it also does, I think, like some carbon monoxide, like air quality stuff too. But yeah, and it plays lullabies. You can talk back and forth. You can hear really well. It is on Wi-Fi. But you can check it from anywhere because of that. I just found like all of the ones with monitors, I was like, this doesn't seem like modern day technology. What do you mean? I'm like, it's like a 200-foot radius. I was like, that I can't go to the basement then and still be able to see it. It just didn't make sense. Like a lot of them have a low range, or people complained about them getting choppy. And so my best friend Madison actually just had twins, and she's the one that her husband did a ton of research on baby monitors, and he found the Arlo Cam, and so I mixed it into what I was looking at and researching and reviewing and reading about, and it looks like by far the best one. So that's the one that we have, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be awesome. It's got great night vision. Like the room looks white even when it's really dark, pitch black in the room. It's crazy. We've tested it, and we can hear really well. And yeah, the biggest thing I know is that you have to set up on your own, on your iPhones, you want to use your email address, and then on the iPad or whatever you're going to use as your like standing monitor in the bedroom or wherever you go, you need to use a different email address. Because say like Tim was logged in at work or something on his email address, and that's the one we used for the baby monitor here, and I logged into it, it would kick him out. So you just want to use like different email addresses, which I think is like pretty practical and makes sense, and that's exactly what I would think would happen. But the only thing is like that camera comes as a camera. It doesn't come with a standalone monitor because it's an app. So you download the app, but the app has run really well. We've tested it like a dozen times, and I check it constantly just to see if it's like live and what it's doing. You can set it to record when there's like movement, a motion sensor to like record it or take a snapshot of it, so that it's like automatically recorded on the cloud storage. It's just really cool. It has a lot of really cool modern technology features that I thought a lot of other cameras lacked. Now I know I've heard about like the Lollipop Cam since we got the Arlo Cam, and a couple other ones that I think people really like, but I'm really happy with the Arlo Cam so far and would definitely recommend it. Okay. My last newborn essential. And things I'm excited about, right? Because there are like, I feel like there are a lot of newborn essentials, so there are some that aren't in this video, but it's the things that I'm excited about. This one's gonna be weird that I'm excited about it, but everybody buys Desitin, right? That's what everybody says to use as diaper rash cream, and we got triple paste. Again, my sister-in-law swears by it, and I know a lot of moms that love it, but more than that, nurses say everybody gets Desitin, but triple paste is like the stuff that really, really, really works. So we got triple paste. I'm hoping that's the case. If not, we'll get Desitin or whatever else we need to get. But I felt like I was like in on that secret or something. So they said triple paste really works better than Desitin, better than anything else for getting rid of diaper rash. And so that is what we got. That is what we have on stock. We have a couple tubes of it, and I did get like the little butt paddle thing. You can just use your finger, and I'm not like a germaphobe with that. I'm gonna have a newborn. I don't care about that. But I got that because it's super sanitary. Yeah, you just like wipe it off, and it has a suction so it like stands up. So I did get it. It was one of those like extra mom moments for me. So yeah, I got that. So anyway, those are my top newborn picks / things I'm excited about to use with my newborn. And I will obviously do an updated video for you guys once she gets here and I see what we're really using and what works, because I know it's all probably going to be different, but hopefully not, because these things have been tried and true for so many people, and I'm hoping they work for us. So give this video a thumbs up if you guys like seeing baby videos, baby related videos, and if you want to see more of them. I love you all so much. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell. I am here Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Central, uploading different videos for you guys, a mix of beauty and baby and mom life and all that good stuff. Have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.